Hey everybody, it's time for Talkin' Habs Live Game Hangout. Some play-by-play, some game commentary, and we'll take questions in the chat. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talkin' Habs Live Game Hangout, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. Hey everybody. So we got the rare afternoon game, weekday afternoon game. Excuse me. It's because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the States, and so we got a game. Montreal at Arizona, the two last place teams in the league, fighting it out. See who's going to stay in last. Although Montreal's in last, 1 point behind Arizona, so hopefully Montreal will stay there. It's a weird thing to say, but hey. It's where we're at, right? All right, let's see who's here. Only Daryl's made a comment so far. So Daryl says, I heard yesterday on YouTube, can't remember who put it on, and Price just said he is not going anywhere. Hadn't heard that, so can't comment on something I hadn't heard. I put down 5-2 Anderson. If not, Suzuki, 4, and the other says 5. And the other says 8. Not sure what time game is. The game is at 4. So if you're listening, it's at 4. And Anderson is in the game. So we'll keep you with Anderson. David Arthur, welcome back, buddy. So we got the game coming up in puck drop in about under 10 minutes, I would think, for the puck drop. And we'll see what kind of game we got going. We got Josh Anderson back in the lineup. Chris Weidman back after a 1-game suspension. Now this I don't know. I read that Michael Pezzetta will be out of the game, but I don't know who's replacing him because I have a lineup where Anderson's already in there, and so is Weidman. So I don't know who replaces Pezzetta. So we're gonna find out because it's not clear that Pezzetta's out and who's going to be on the fourth line. So hopefully Pezzetta actually won't be out of the game. David, no, but so did Daryl said if he didn't, if Anderson wasn't playing, he'd take Suzuki, but Anderson's playing. So it doesn't affect your guess at all. No worries. So, so we got this game coming up, a battle of the bottom feeders. Some people calling it the Shane Wright Bowl. So we'll see how this works out. Hopefully not a horrible game, but it's two really bad teams. So maybe we're going to end up with a really good game here. Two evenly matched teams. So hopefully that'll come across as a good game. Hey, Lil Green, how's it going? I'm relatively excited. I just hope it's because I'm not thinking it's going to be like a blowout or we're going to get our asses kicked necessarily, right? So it should be at least an exciting game to watch. I do not really want to see them come away with 2 points here. So it's exciting to see if we can manage to lose this game. Weird way to look at it. It's just a totally weird take. But as I said in the pregame show, alas, here we are. What are we going to do? It is what it is, man. So, let's see who's here. We've got 7 people here. Please give a thumbs up if you think you're going to have a good time, if you're having a good time, if you like watching somebody stumble over their words, not sure what to say. Hey, you're in the right spot. And, give a thumbs up. Interested to see the result here. Let's see what happens. Kind of interested. I haven't seen Arizona yet this year, so I'm kind of interested to see what they look like, how bad they look compared to bad teams, how bad they are compared to how bad we are, that kind of, let's see what it's like, see what it looks like. But two very comparable teams in the exact same spot, both trying to rebuild. I think it's obvious that the Coyotes are in a rebuild, especially if they're going to try to move Chikrin. I mean, it must be a pretty deep rebuild when you're moving he's 23 years old, quality young kid. You'd think you'd want to keep him around. He'll be hitting his prime, around when your rebuild is done. I don't know why they'd want to move him. I guess they want to just get rid of everything and then just completely start over. I mean, I don't know. I think it's got to be money. They're just trying to save money, and they want to be one of the teams that are spending only at the floor. They don't go beyond that, I guess. We know they can't pay their rent. Anyway, game's about to start. One 2-0 record for Primo, 365, I think, goals against. I didn't see his save percentage. Was under 900, I believe. And Vermalco, whatever, he is in nets. And Arizona wins the draw to start the game. A flubbed pass sets up a Montreal shot. Little Green Cactus, yeah, after so many years of all this garbage with them, it's crazy that they still have one. Gary Bettman's little pet in Arizona. Puck goes over the glass. Whistle. And we got 37 seconds gone. Obviously, no score yet. I'm getting the ESPN feed, so don't know how they are with shots on goal. I'll update you when I can. Remember something I said in the preview? One of the refs here is Kelly Sutherland. Montreal has not won a game in their last 9 games that have been reffed by Kelly Sutherland. Does that mean anything? Don't know. We're going to find out if that trend continues or not. Bettman's Little Green Cactus in the Desert. Makes me think of the song Little Green Apples. Don't ask me why. Tom Jones. Why would Tom Jones be in my head? But he is. Alas, here we are. So Montreal has it in their own zone. They come out, pass up to the blue line, cross over, guy loses the puck. Arizona takes it behind their net and throws it up towards the blue line. They got it in there on their side, crosses over the red line into Montreal's end, into the corner. Petrie was all over the guy. Shot, chance at the net. Oh, big save, Primo there. It was from a shot right from the slot. And Arizona still has it, passing it around, cross ice to the point. Shot at the net doesn't get through, but they have it behind the net. Centering pass doesn't get to an Arizona player. Montreal gets it, but loses it? No, they get it out over the line and into the Arizona end, but they change up, and Arizona waiting for them to get their changes done and get set up, and here they come. Over the line, over the red line, pass over to the side, over the blue line, and a shot at Primo, pad save, easy one, and the rebound kicks it out to the line, and it comes out over. Arizona still has it in the neutral zone. They clear it down into behind the net. And Primo rings it around, and it comes out. And it's put back into the corner against the boards now there. Caulfield was the guy going up against the board. It's not the guy you want to go into the corners. But, hey, Caulfield cross ice to the blue line. Guy dumps it in, and we go chase it. Dauphin is the guy out on the ice, by the way. I just heard his name, so Dauphin is in there instead of Pizzetta. I heard nothing about Dauphin being put in the lineup before. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds gone in this first period so far. No score. 2 shots apiece. It's in the Arizona end. In the corner. Along the boards. Montreal kind of has it. They got it behind the net now. Can't really control it too well. And they don't. They give it back up. It's back in the corner. Along the boards now, half wall. It's just pucks bouncing around a little bit around the boards. And it comes out. No, it doesn't. Montreal keeps it in. There's one guy against three, though, kind of. It's down in the corner. That was Anderson who kept the puck in. Power horse. Hey, Rich J, how's it going, man? There's a good pace to this game. Dropping ashes. So far, there's a good pace at least to the game. Hasn't been a lot of like quality chances yet, but there have been some chances. I shouldn't really say that. There's been some chances. It's not a horrible game so far. Two like even teams, so I doubt either of these two teams is going to walk all over another one. I mean, it should be a pretty close game, just by the talent and record and all that. You'd think. Rich J, yeah, I kind of don't want that though. It's kind of a 4-pointer, right? If Montreal wins, they go up by 1 on Arizona. If they lose, they go 3 back. I kind of want to see the separation and have them 3 back. That's just me. I do understand wanting to see them win a game. It's been a while, but I'm just going to be mercenary and say my focus is on them getting that high draft pick as high as possible. Even though we got to suffer through a lot of losses. Scored Boyd with a shot from right at the dot in the circle to the right of Primo. So Boyd with the first goal, 1-0 Arizona. By the way, if you're here and you haven't subscribed yet, I would hope you please consider doing that. I'm just 5 away from 3,000. So if anyone's here and hasn't subscribed yet, I'd really, really appreciate that. And see if we can get up to 3,000 before the end of this live stream. He got it inside the post, in between the post and the... it was a nice shot by Boyd. Probably something that Primo might not be able to have. So we got 5 minutes and 35 seconds gone in the first. 1-0 game for Arizona. Everyone prescribe. Lots of drugs. Come on, prescribe. Any doctors out there, send some prescriptions my way. Subscribe, peoples. If you haven't already, because you can only do it once. Arizona, definitely a team that has been getting money to help stay afloat. Not as much recently as they had been for a number of years. Okay, Montreal power play. I didn't see the penalty. So Montreal on the power play, apparently. Yes, they are. Caulfield's out there. Hoffman would hopefully be on the other wing. Oh, puck gets intercepted. It was on the way to Hoffman. And Arizona clears it down. I can't remember last Montreal power play goal, but they might have had one recently. Hey, Lucas. Oh, I don't blame you, man. Yeah, it's just a rare Monday, weekday afternoon game. Rarely happens. So we got 45 seconds gone in the Montreal power play so far. 4 shots to 2 in favor of Arizona in a 1-0 game for Arizona. Pitlick is on the power play right now, so that's interesting. Pitlick wears number 32 for those of you who don't know. Hoffman was the last power play goal. I think you're right on that, Rich. So Montreal set up in the zone. Petrie with a shot from the point. Doesn't get through, gets blocked, and gets thrown down all the way down the ice. Oh, baby, perfect timing. Yeah, I paid Hydro to do that, so you'd make sure you'd see the game. Yeah, perfect timing, eh? Sucks losing power in the winter like this, especially in a storm. And I'll knock wood, we don't, but our storm's mostly over. Montreal's power play is over. They got 0 shots on net. As potent as ever. Ray, don't bark. Ray, you see what I got to put up with the dog's barks? I'll scare the shit out of you. Anybody walking anywhere within view of her, she's going to bark at. Toronto got hit hard. Yeah, I know. I saw the 401. Ridiculous. Yeah, anybody out in Ontario, stay off the roads, man. I just wouldn't go anywhere. And it's 2-0. It looked like a shot from the same spot, too. From the right side, somewhere around the circle. Larson with the goal. Maybe wrong on this. This could be a blowout here. I don't know. 2-0 already for Arizona. You know what? It's a shot from the exact same side, a spot. This time he went to the other side of the net, though. And it's perfect. Right under the bar, far corner. Like, yeah. Look, honestly, Primo probably should have had both of those. Lucas, there's no super sad losses for us anymore this year. Come on, man. Focus on the goal, man. Exactly. Gabriel's got it, man. So we got 11-12 left in the first. 6-3 are the shots on goal favor of Arizona, and they're up by 2. And we're going to a TV timeout as they advertise for vodka. You can tell that's in the States and not here. Can you advertise vodka? Maybe you can. I don't know. I guess you could now. I don't know. I don't. I know there's limits on alcohol and tobacco for advertising. I don't know. Gabriel, I think they've come back for one of their wins after being down after one period. So yeah, I mean, more than likely we're not coming back. One of the refs, we haven't won in 9 games that he's reffed us. So that's another thing going against. So, we shall see. Well, Lucas, you know what that's happened? It's not the same team as last year. We lost some very important pieces from that team last year, and that's what you're seeing. So you're seeing a team that's kind of performing like a rebuilding team before they start the rebuild. Then you take in all the injuries, all the COVID, like everything, the bad coaching. I mean, as long as it is bad coaching, it probably is. But, he hasn't had a team together. I mean, just to put everything together, bad luck. And that's the year. Hey, Daryl, how's it going? Yeah, I know. It's been pretty bad everywhere. 30 centimeters is wicked, man. I don't know. We're supposed to have gotten 25 to 35 going into today. Then they said up to 25. I don't know that we got 25. Probably got 15 to 20. But I don't know officially. All right, we're back. I'm just trying to get my, I don't know. I'm just trying to get my bearing. David, you got something like 40 centimeters there already. Yeah, you guys were supposed to get hit hard like that. So it all came true. I feel for you out there, man. Gabriel, you got 60 centimeters of snow. That's insane. That's 12, 24. That's 2 feet of snow. That's insanity, eh? When you think about it. Hopefully, it's the only big storm like that we get this year. But we still got a good month and a half to get these kind of storms. So Coyotes, I think definitely have more zone time, way more zone time than Montreal so far in this game. Every time I look, here comes Montreal though. They're back in the Arizona end, but they went and dumped it all the way down, and I saw guys go for a change, but it's at the net. Lecky had a chance there, couldn't hang on to it. Arizona clears it out. They go change up. Montreal changes up a little bit again, and here they come back. Paling with a shot. Did he hit the post? Wow, Paling all alone from the left circle took a shot. In Longueuil, you had 21 centimeters. That's about what I'd say we got here. Yeah, Gabriel, I've been in storms like that. You open the door and it's just all snow. No rush, Arthur. No rush, David. We're gonna be here. Lucas, I would think by the end of the week we're gonna have a new GM announcement. Deadline is March 21st, unless they move that up because they're not going to the Olympics. But March 21st for the trade deadline. I haven't heard it being moved. Tank Bull quieting down. Tank Bull started to get boring all of a sudden. It's definitely not exciting hockey right now, but it started out pretty good. Why would you jump out of a second story window as a kid into the snow? Yes, 100%. Yeah, we did stuff like that. Welcome back, David. Rich J, they're going to fill that up with the games. That was for the Olympic break, but that's not happening. So they just haven't released the new schedule. Gabriel, I heard it's down to Hughes and Darsh. I actually haven't heard Briere one way or the other. Heard Patrick Waugh has been eliminated. And I don't know. Drouin with a chance right in front. Stopped. Three's coming, Luca. Three's coming. Don't know when exactly, but I think they're going to get three. Just got to keep shooting from that circle. I don't think Primo's comfortable there. .650 left in the first. 6-6 now. The shots on goal, and it's 2-0 game for Arizona. Net came off the mooring. Play whistle down. We all know about the net off the mooring. Okay, so why are they not getting right back to the game? Having some kind of break in the game. And then for that, we'll get I guess I don't know, maybe something went wrong with the net, the mooring there. They're fixing it. Couldn't tell, but they're TV timeout now. All right, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. It was looking like, it was good, at least exciting. Enjoyable to watch, but it's kind of slowed down to a bit of a boring game at this point. Got something like 6 minutes 45 seconds to go. 6 minutes, 50 seconds, something like that. In this first period, can Arizona hang on to beat the Habs? Not a hard thing to do, but Arizona's not much better than Montreal, so we'll see. Considering that, Montreal likely could get back in this game pretty easily. We'll see. Goalie might, obviously goalie will make the difference. Goalie could be, he's a young goalie, so I think he's got 19 starts, only 4 wins, but that's more a product of the team he's playing for. We shall have to see. So, let's talk. Got about 30 seconds. Give a thumbs up if you're having a good time. What else can I say? ESPN. Here comes the face-off to the right of Melka. Habs guy gets thrown out. That was what? Paling? Paling gets thrown out. Armia taking the draw, I think. No, Dauphin taking the draw. Won by Arizona, but the puck, I think, got deflected over the glass. TSN Radio said we're getting the GM today. I mean, we might. I'm not saying no, but we'll see. Lucas Price. I haven't really heard that officially, but I heard he's starting his return to play protocol over again and all that. I think it's just whatever. He's not going to be back in uniform for a while. Lucas is a possibility, I would think, but I think he's got to play a little bit in order to get to move him so that I would think he has to play a little bit. Rich J, I did a video, mostly a lot about that yesterday. You can check that out. It is the Talking Habs news video from yesterday. I talk about that. I have pictures and give you my thoughts on that. Oh, baby, yeah, I don't want. It's an all-star game. Who cares, really? Kadri, and they might still get in. They have that last 4 guys getting voted in. The last men in. Big turnover there with pretty much an empty net, and Montreal player fanned on the shot from right in front. Luca, I mean, yeah, if you're Montreal just scored. If you're any one of the players that other than those guys, it's kind of bad. Pitlick. Rem Pitlick with his first as a member of the Montreal Canadiens, and overall his 7th goal of the season. So he now, as far as goals in the season, ties Josh Anderson and Nick Suzuki for the goal lead on the Habs. Boom. It's 2-1. And Montreal up on shots, 8-7. And there's 4:30 left in this first period. Yeah, Lucas, I'm not big on the All-Star game anyway, so it doesn't bother. I don't really care. You say Pitlick and Clegg? I thought Clegg wasn't in the game. One-on-one. Save Primo on a backhand from, I don't know who the Arizona guy was. He was almost in alone. Arizona still has control of it in the in Montreal's end, behind the net now, and Montreal just sits on the guy. Petrie just waiver wire team leading goals. He wouldn't have 7 more than likely if he was here all season, but he has 7 for the year. Yeah, Lucas, I'm okay with the skills competition too. I mean, the game's okay, but I mean, there's no hitting, there's no penalties, there's no trying. Goalies are just left out to dry. I mean, it is what it is. Caulfield's shot was just wide on a feed from Paling. Cross ice in the slot area. Shots are 9-9. Habs changing up. They set up now, and here they come. Whistle offside. David, yes, he is. See you when you get back, bud. So we're going to a commercial break with about 4 minutes left in the first period. Montreal down by 1. It's 2-1 game. Shots are tied at 9. And yeah, that's no other stat to give. Yeah, that's it. On this very weird weekday afternoon hockey game. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the U.S., so it is a federal holiday. There, not everybody has the day off because it's a federal holiday. So in the States, some places, the states, they only take state holidays or whatever. Some company, whatever. So that's the reason why Matt's not here, because he had to work. Andrew, yeah, the kid is on fire with the London Knights. Yeah, if there wasn't it's a little tainted, right? But other than that, sure. I wish he didn't have that little taint on him, and I'd be really excited to see this kid come up. But we'll get used to it, I guess, by that time. And yeah, he looks like early on, he looks like he's going to be a future really good player for Montreal. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to warm up on him. Sorry, I didn't. Why, little Greek cat? You sound jealous. Is that your taint? You protect it? No problem. I won't touch his taint anymore. But you know what I mean, right? But it's a little unfair and all that. We'll see how he does over the next little bit, off ice stuff, and then I'll be fine with him. Welcome back, David. They took one of the shots away from Montreal. They only have 8 now. I don't know why that is. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period. And there's a penalty coming up. Either that or was a delayed offside. Not sure. Andrew, yeah, I've had to have a little rethink on the Mayu situation. So, hey, it's better off than being stubborn about things. I'm allowed to change my mind. Gonna have no choice. He's not gonna go away. It does not look like he's going away. So, I had to rethink about it. And it's not I'm not trying to. How do I want to put that? cash in on this rethink. There's no choice. I'm not going out of my way to talk about him or anything like that. But if I've got to talk about him, I'll talk about him. And I think I'll warm up over the next couple of years and see how he does and give the guy the chance. That's all. That's where I'm at. So if I upset you, I wouldn't talk about it. My apologies, Andrew. It's on me. It's on me and not on you for that. There, Little Green Cactus says it really well. Warming up on him based on what he's doing so far to better himself and going forward, that's what'll change my attitude. So far so good with him, right? Not good. And if we can get beyond that, this kid looks like he's going to be really great. I heard about Reed Boucher. I don't know the whole story there. I'm not going to get into it because I don't know, and it's not something I'm going to talk about, not knowing what's going on exactly. Yeah, we're out of the first period in 5 seconds. Baby, I'm going to disagree with you, what you just said there, and for this reason. I'm not sad that he could not buy his way out. I'll respect him a lot more that he wasn't able to buy his way out, and he's going to have to do things to rehabilitate his reputation. So I'm not sad about that. So yeah, I would be sad if he did have to buy his way out. I wouldn't be able to respect the kid at all. In this case, he did not do that. So yeah, that's why I can I can see it in a different light a little bit. Um, well, that's going to be part of his. Maybe it's a good thing that he got hung out to dry a little bit at first, made him wise up, and then take seriously what he has to do to get back into everybody's good graces, right? Maybe if we didn't, hang him out to dry a bit, maybe the kid would have been able to skate by on that. I'd rather see that he didn't skate by. He'll grow up, he'll be a man, and then we can respect, what he does here in Montreal. I'd rather do that than have this guy be another Austin Matthews. I don't like that. So if I'm ever going to be comfortable talking about him and even boasting a little bit that he's a Hab and all that, yeah, I want him to have paid the price that he should have paid, like anybody should. Look, if I did that same thing, then I should pay the price. I'm not above that, so he shouldn't be. Neither should have Austin Matthews. But hey, here's a good question. I've seen this out there. Generational players. How would you rate Austin Matthews on that? Is he a generational player? To you, is he a generational player? I can tell you straight up, no, not to me. He may be elite in talent, not generational. That's my opinion. And I'll stick with that one. I'm curious how you guys think about Austin Matthews. Because, I come down on that guy a lot. I think rightly so, but I'm curious how you guys are. Little Green Cactus, generational. Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby. Those are generational talents. Is Austin Matthews generational? I really don't feel. I think he's too soft to be a generational player. I don't find generational players are soft. Yeah, I mean, I hate Matthews, and that's part. It's but I don't think it's making me biased completely on him. I see just a soft guy that needs to play on the power play to get most of his points. He can't be checked hard in the playoffs when the checking's tighter and all that. He doesn't produce. I don't see that as a generational guy. Give me a generational guy that produces in the playoffs. Then if he did that and he could drag his team up a little bit, maybe win a series, I might change my mind on him, but he won't be able to do that because he's not generational. No, I don't know enough about Travis Boyd to answer that question, so I don't know. I don't even know how old the guy is. I don't know anything about him. If he's UFA, I can assume he's 27, 28 years old. But so no, just based on that age, that if he's just going to be UFA for the first time, then no. Because those you don't want you're not really looking to add guys that are older. If you're bringing in guys, except if you're bringing in guys to surround your kids and you need some veteran guys, that's a different story. But in this case, I don't know. I don't know this guy that much. I know he's playing here now, but I don't know him. Conservative lawyer, yeah. I mean, I would agree with you there. Yeah, he's overpaid, and yeah, he's not generational. He's too soft. Even Marty St. Louis, I don't know that you say generational. Great player, but I don't know that he. Marty St. Louis was 6'2" or something like that. Might have been different, but and you can maybe say, well, because he was so small and he was great, that maybe. But I don't know that I would. I don't know. I don't think so. Elite, definitely. Little Green Cactus. Every now and then, I agree with a conservative lawyer, and a lot of times we somewhat agree or don't. But that's cool. There's no problem there. He's respectful. That's what the main thing is, and I'm respectful to him back. Ryan Strome could be a good answer to Matthews and CH. But again, you're bringing. There's no reason to bring guys like that here in the first couple of years of a rebuild. I don't see why you'd want to. They're expensive. You're going to get. They're wasted in those years. So, you got to think along the lines of some younger guys than what you're mentioning, Renault. I think, in my opinion. Al McInnes, a generational player? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Believe me, generational players don't come around every year. Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, those are generational players. I'm not even sure I would say Guy Lafleur was a generational player. Was he a great player? Yeah, all that elite, all that, but I don't know that he was generational. But you can make the argument that he was. I'm not 100. I'd be on the fence on that. So it's a tough, it's like going to the Hall of Fame. It shouldn't be that easy to be called that or to be in the Hall of Fame, right? Bure, Fedorov, even, I don't know. These are great players, but are they generational? I don't know. I don't know that I'm the best judge of it, but I do know when there's a guy that really shouldn't be called that. And for me, Austin Matthews shouldn't be called that. X3J, I'm not sure what you're saying there. I think Durian for Sam Steele or Max Jones for Anna. I'm not sure what you're saying there, buddy. I'm sorry. Dominic Hasek. Yeah, that's a tough one there, right? Because Hasek, but it's harder with, I'm not really thinking along the lines of goalies, so I'm sorry. Was Hasek one of the greatest to play goalies? Yeah, definitely. Hasek was great. Hasek was definitely great and dominant and all that, qualified. Was he generational? I don't know. Was Carey Price generational? I don't know, and I don't think so. So, Yzerman. Was Yzerman generational? I'm going to even say I don't think so. You know? Was he great? Yeah, but generational? Marty Brodeur? No. Marty Brodeur was helped by a lot of it. Was he a good goalie, solid top, even in, maybe you could say a great goalie? Generational? No. Sorry. And it's not a dislike of Brodeur. Markov's not getting into the Hall of Fame. Sorry. Neither is PK. Unless the Hall of Fame totally gets watered down. Markov, sorry. Not PK, sorry. They're not going to the Hall of Fame. No, Bob Probert's not generational. No. I mean, what's generational? Wayne Gretzky is generational. Mario Lemieux is generational. Sidney Crosby is a generational player. Connor McDavid is a generational player. Is Jack Eichel a generational player? 1 and 2 in that draft? No, I don't think so. That's what generational means. Probert was generational as a goon. He was probably the best fighter, maybe the best fighter in the game ever, but that doesn't make him a generational player. That doesn't happen often. A seed. Oof. Since Willie Reed entered, you have a case for PK? No, there's no case for PK. I'm sorry. No, and I don't dislike PK. He's not a Hall of Famer. There's no way. Baby, I know a lot of people are hoping that with Markov. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think they'll do that, but you never know. It could be good promotional and stuff like that. You know, in a rebuilding time, that could be a really good promotional thing. Probert was a goon, but you know what? Probert could play hockey. Probert could score. Probert could play. Probert could play. He was not just a goon. I would not classify Bob Probert as a goon. Nope. Not a guy. And same thing with Chris Nyland. And Probert was better than Nyland. But Nyland scored 21 goals once and 19 goals. That's not a goon. Sure, could he fight? Could he act goonish? Yes. But I wouldn't classify those guys as goons myself. X3J, I mean, okay, I don't know those guys that well, but I would be okay to move Drouin. Ovi is generational, and he's proving it by he's having the best years of his career at 36. That's a generational guy. Yeah, I'd have to say he's definitely a generational goal scorer. And I'm not a big Ovi guy, but you can't, Peter Angelo generational? Come on, Renault, try harder than that. Al McGinnis, no. Joe Sakic, no. Peter Forsberg, you might make a case for Forsberg. Patrick Waugh, again, as far as goalies, yeah, because he really popularized the butterfly. He really changed things for goalies. So you could say that, but I still say no. He wasn't generational. But maybe, like, if you classify goalies separately, yes, maybe. Am I clear on that? I'm clear. No, I'm not very clear. Just in after clearing my driveway. Oh, feel for you. We're in front of this game to lose. It's confusing, but you got it right. Babe, a lot are great hockey players, but they're not generational. There's a lot of great hockey players. They're not all generational. Eric Lindros might have been generational, but I think he needed to play longer. I don't know that I would say Eric Lindros is generational. That's my opinion. I think you can make a case for it, I guess, but I wouldn't. You're going to give me Chris Letang? I said try harder, man. Try harder, not the other way around. I think maybe you got to go look up the definition in the dictionary of generational and then try again. I mean, because you're mentioning, like elite hockey players, yes, when it's far from generational, the guys you're coming up with. Mike Bossy's a good one. Mike Bossy, I don't know. I think he's just under that. I love Bossy, but I think he's just under that. One of the greatest goal scorers ever, yes, but I don't know if that makes him generational. Then you could say that about Ovi, so maybe I'm wrong on it. I don't know. McKinnon, I'm going to say no on McKinnon right now. Can he become? I think maybe, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence with McKinnon. Gonchar, Zubov. I hope you're not saying Gonchar and Zubov are generational. I mean, you might as well just put everybody who's played the game and say, well, they're generational. They made the NHL. I don't know. Got to try harder. And it's a hard thing. I mean, there's not a lot of them. You got to search. There are not a lot of generational players, and we can overuse that term, I think, sometimes for some of these guys. Big Z is one. If you're going to say Chara, no, I'm not agreeing with you on that. Ty Domi proved he can play, but it's not the same as Probert. Probert was a good hockey player. Scott Niedermayer, generational? No, come on. Good, a great defenseman, but not generational. It's a higher bar than that. Eric, well, yeah, I was saying that Renault was saying to sign Bergeron to a 7-year, $8 million a year contract, and then he brought up Letang, and it's like, why? Why are you doing that? If we're at a rebuild, you're not signing those guys to those contracts. You're just not doing that. Who would do that? So, not happening. If they would come in at, a couple million each, that's a different story. They're great to have around for the young kids, but I mean, other than that, no. Yager might be just his longevity and all that. Yager could maybe be considered, but even Yager, I'm gonna probably lean towards he's not. Andrew, it's okay. There's not a lot of them, so it's easy to get stumped. There's not a lot of guys that should be called generational. I think it's overused a little bit. And that's my thoughts on that. Hey, BNL. Well, we're asking about who do you think? Well, it started out with about Matthews. If you think Austin Matthews is a generational player, I do not. So we started out that, and then I was just trying to go over who would be considered generational. Brent Burns is a lock for the Hall. I don't know. San Jose has not won the Cup. I don't know if that's true. And Renaud Chara's no. No. Chara might make the Hall. He's won cups, but I mean, I wouldn't vote for him. We're coming up on the second period, and we'll be starting soon. Larry Robinson definitely could be considered that, because you look at his stats and the domination over the years. Larry Robinson, I think you could consider Larry Robinson. Bobby Orr. I think Bobby Orr generational. So I'm talking about guys now I've been able to watch. I won't. There's sure guys before that, but I'm talking about guys I saw in my lifetime. Bobby Orr definitely to me was a generational. Phil Housley, come on, dude, come on. Is this a comedy or what? Jean Beliveau, but it's before my time. I saw Beliveau a little bit, so okay, he would qualify. Howe, yeah, Gordie Howe, definitely. Those are generational players. Mario Lemieux definitely is generational, without a doubt. I said him before, conservative. So we're back. We're underway in the second period. No, we're not. Oh, yeah, we are. That's not 15. That's 19. So, yeah, that's the question. Who's generational? Logan Mailloux is the next Denny Potvin. There's a leap. Wow, that's a leap. Pitlick trying for a second goal. Shot and then something save, and then the puck went over the glass, I think. You know, Lafleur's my favorite player of all time. I would say Lafleur is not generational. Renault, yeah, I know what you're doing now. Reed Larson. You just go, yeah. You're just trying to goad me into screaming at you or something. Whatever. Nice shot by Pitlick. It just went just over the net. I think Pitlick could win himself a job here for the next few years in a rebuild. Yeah, David, I said Bobby Orr, but definitely Bobby Orr. There's probably a little bit more than that, but not much more by than 1, 2 per decade. There's not a lot of generational players. That's why you got to really, Jeff Brown. Oh yeah, how did you not mention Jeff Brown before? Oh, he's definitely generational, man. Jeff Brown. Crosby definitely fits the bill. Renault, that's an overpayment for Pitlick. Sorry. But, I can see them offering Pitlick, a million, 1.25, something like that. Million and a half, a million, somewhere around a million for a couple of years. 3.25 for 3 years. Are you kidding? This kid's not going to get 3.25. Like if he wants 3.25, no. A Furiously. Hull. No, Bobby Hull, believe it or not, that's hard. He's right on the cuff, but I don't know. I don't think so. You didn't hold me, David? I didn't know that you wanted to. So let's see. We got Montreal up on shots by 1, 10-9. It's 2-1 for Arizona, and there's 17 and a half minutes to go in this second period. Lose Galley to keep Pitlick. Listen, they'll be able to afford contracts like that, but why are you paying Pitlick $3.25 million? What's he done to earn that? Like nothing. So see what kind of second period Montreal puts out here, because you never know with Montreal on second periods. The last game against Chicago was a good second period, and which was started off by that big hit by Romanov, where he had to fight. It was a big hit, and it kind of got them going. We'll see what happens here. Oh, sorry, David. I don't know what you didn't hear, so I don't know what to. I could have Could have been one of a lot of things. Let's see. Try to get into the action here. But if everyone's complaining about Armia's contract that he's overpaid, why you want to do that same thing to Pitlick? Two wrongs don't make a right. Well, since Armia's overpaid, let's overpay that guy too. Arizona moving the puck around pretty good right now. Not getting the shots away, though. Here we go. Scored 3-1 now. Guy just came walking in through the slot. And just, I don't know. I don't know where the puck, how it got past Primo, but it got past him. Pitlick, similar to Galley, and we don't need two players like that. Well, we got also Harvey Pinard. I don't know Pitlick enough to know. They're probably going to move Galley's contract. Harvey Pinard. I don't know that we're getting A that quickly, but yeah, apparently he's our new Galley. I like Harvey Pinard. I like Harvey Pinard a lot. Maybe after 2 or 3 years, Harvey Pinard could be on the generational list of yours. All right, so Montreal coming out of their zone into the. My words aren't coming out. Yeah, isn't that good? Great, do play-by-play when you can't get your words out. They're getting a little bit of pressure here in the Arizona end. A couple of shots. I think one of them got through. Did they? Maybe not. Yeah, one got through. Shots are tied up at 11, and we're about to have a. Oh, 3-1. You're behind us big time. Gabriel, don't even worry about it. I wouldn't notice from here anyway, so don't worry about it. Ryan Girard, I like Pizzetta. I kind of hope he does stay with the team as a fourth liner. Eric Anderson could be. He's been out for a few weeks, so I could see him being rusty. I like what I see so far from Pitlick, though, Bay-Bye. He's starting to prove himself. A nice goal there today, and I like his play. He's got energy. I like his attitude. He's got a great attitude, the kid. So we are down to about 14 minutes left in the second. 12-11 shots on goal for favor of Montreal. It's a 3-1 score for Arizona. And Arizona is in Montreal's end. Montreal just, they didn't get it out. Are they about to? Yes, they get it out. And I think, big hit. Big hit on that Paling? No, big hit on Dauphin. Right in front, right in the slot. Oh, well. There's a whistle. A big hit on Dauphin. Which is going to cause a penalty to somebody, I think. Minor penalty for interference on that hit. Ooh, that was a pretty big hit. So an interference call on Arizona gives us a power play. Beba, yeah, getting control of your contracts now are important, especially it's the last. I think it's going to be 2 more years of only $1 million raise on the cap, and then it's going to go up a bit. But you know, got to have control of that, especially in this weird COVID time. It's an Armia penalty. Armia penalty. They showed the hit there on Dauphin. I don't think that's an Armia penalty. That'd be weird. For what? Dauphin ran into him. Okay. That's not what I saw. I don't think that's what I saw. So what's the penalty here? I thought it was to Arizona. Or is there a retaliation penalty or some shit? No, Montreal's on the power play, you guys. What are you guys talking about? ESPN said what? I mean I should hear that. That's what I got on here. Maybe if I wore the headphones. Was interference. Then what did they see that I didn't see? I don't know. They definitely made a mistake on the call. That call was pretty clear. Montreal got a minute left on their power play. They're 11, was it 11% power play, which is less now. Why? Oh, it's Weidman at the point. I thought it was Petrie. Hoffman, nothing. Shot with 2 seconds left. Saved the goalie. All right, so it's like I said, 2 seconds left there to the right of Vamelka. Won by Montreal to take a shot here. Savard hits the post. I don't know. My words aren't coming tonight. Okay, I'm gonna get into the do some play-by-play. Just give me a sec. I was enjoying watching the game for a sec. We got 10:40 left. 10:39. The whistle just went left in the second. 3-1 for Arizona. 13-11 our shots favor Montreal, and we're gonna have a face-off here in a sec. Yeah, Montreal came close there with hitting a post. Hey, King Julian. Yeah, I don't think Burrows is going to last for sure. Also, because his power play sucks. Penalty, interference, or cross-checking, one of the two. Another Arizona penalty. Montreal goes back on the power play. Another interference call. I didn't see it, so. Yeah, I guess that's interference. All right, let's see if they get any better on this another power play. Weidman can't hold it in. Can't stay on his skates too well either. They give it away in the neutral zone, and breakaway. Almost. Primo makes the save, and the guy had somebody on his ass. But that was almost a breakaway there. I think it was Caulfield and Caulfield just lost it in the at the slot, lost the puck. Arizona clears it down. Nope. Short had to try again. Guy in all alone. Oh, they're killing some time. $50 seconds left in the power play, like nothing happening. Drouin's one-timer saved by the goalie. Eric, yeah, I know their power plays last. $35 seconds left on Montreal's power play. Drouin scores with a one-timer from the top of the right circle. 3-2. Mike Keenan is a generator. I hated Mike Keenan. I don't know what a generational coach is. So. Did the Habs get a new player? Not today. Rem Pitlick on waivers a few days ago, but that's the last guy. About 4 or 5 days ago. So 6:40 to go. 6 or 8? 8:40 in the second, and Montreal is down by a goal, 3-2 for Arizona. 15-12 shots on goal in favor of Montreal. Here comes Arizona. Over into Montreal's end. Down into the corner. Schmaltz. He loses it. Montreal comes out with it. Evans dumps it in. The Arizona goalie covers it up. Hangs on. Mike Keenan, a generator. It's an interesting concept there that is totally wrong, but okay, Renault. Now I know you're just joking. I'm not even taking you serious again because that's a joke without a doubt. So you're just pulling my leg, which is fine. Paling tipped the Drouin shot. I didn't hear that. That's cool. I don't care as long as it's in. The great Normand Rochefort of the Quebec Nordiques. At least I think he played. I think Rochefort played for the Nordiques. I didn't miss anything. We're in a TV timeout. I think we're getting down near the about 7-minute mark, 6.5, 7.5. He was on the '87 Canada Cup team. Oh, he must be a Hall of Famer. Everybody on that team was a Hall of Famer, or they should have been. Wow. If Normand Rochefort is in the Hall of Fame, Michel Goulet must be in heaven. Heaven's Hall of Fame. There's the talent level there difference. Spent too much time reading those Renault comments. Face off to the left of the Arizona goalie, Vamelko or something. I don't think that's his name. Won by Montreal. Montreal with some little pressure here. Can't seem to get a puck on net. Good effort by, I think that's Anderson there. Yeah, good effort by Anderson to get the puck. Cross ice pass. I don't think that shot got through. Or I think it went wide. Scotty Bowman would have been a generational coach, I guess, but you don't say that about coaches. Maybe they should. A lot of nothing going on right now in this game. 6:40 to go in the second. I just heard someone say the F word. Habs changing up. There's not much happening. It just back and forth, nothing happening. That's all we got going here. Nobody getting any pressure. It goes in and comes out, basically. To the other side, in and out. Kind of like sex, right? A lot of in and out, nothing happening. 5:20 left in the second period. Boring. Although Montreal did get a goal. A little action in front. Primo gathers the puck up and hangs on. They go for the TV timeout again. Commercials, commercials, commercials. Gotta pay the rent. So, what do you guys think of this game? It's kind of boring. I thought it would be better because at least they're equal kind of talent. Figure that should be a more exciting game than this. Been exciting, excuse me, at points in the game, but just that at points in the game. So it's too bad. I was hoping for a little better, but we got another period of this coming up, so can't happen quick enough for me. What do you guys think, though? Montreal, well, they're still in the game. It's 3-2 score, so they're not out of the game. So I don't know. Montreal, at this point, though, I don't know that Montreal's just chasing Arizona. They both seem to be chasing each other. Yeah, Hucko, battle for the basement. Better passing from Arizona than Montreal, yes. Not boring. Well, kind of boring for me. Am I the only one? Is everybody excited by this game? I don't see how. Yes, Eric, tomorrow in Dallas, 8:30 p.m. start. So 4 p.m. today, 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. Isn't that nice? But yeah, tomorrow in Dallas. Dyson Mayo on Ham and Rye. The context is more exciting than the actual game. Yes, so far. There's been points when it's been good, exciting hockey, but not consistently. But then again, I mean, what do you expect? It's not two great teams. Sorry, Renault. Ray Bork is not a generational defenseman, in my opinion. No. Oh, they just showed Austin Matthews, man. My eyes are burning. Why would they do that to me? Danny Galvin was a great one, eh? I'd love to hear him do a game again. It's too bad. Danny Galvin and Dick Irvin, great pair. Who's Adam Berger? I don't know how you pronounce that. 2 minutes for slashing. Hoffman. Montreal goes on the PK. Not a great power play on the Arizona Coyotes. I think it's at 13.5%, I said in the preview. It's not great. Yeah, again, I don't know that they would have been generational though, Ryan. That's a big tag, and we overuse it. Adam Burger is a burger. Does he taste good? I want the Adam Burger. What's on the Adam Burger? Balls and ass. Did I say that? I didn't say. I don't know who said that. Somebody in here said that. I don't know. Bay Boy, yeah, I think it's just part of, you got to get used to it. Remember, these guys, some of them get traded in junior and stuff. It's part of the business. You got to get used to it. But I agree with you though. It can't be easy on the psyche. Oh, I'm yawning. It's a boring game. 17-13 now is shots on goal in favor of Montreal. Scores 3-2 for Arizona. 3:15 left in this second period. Shot, and Primo makes the save and hangs on to the puck. 50 seconds left in the Arizona power play, excuse me. Cam Neely, not generational. Bobby Orr, we already said. You finally got one, but we already said it. Ryan, some players would be, but not all. And I think a lot of guys, they worry about where they're going to go and all that. It's got to be stressful, especially guys with families and stuff. Puck popped over the net. 7 seconds left in their power play. Power play over. Under two. I was gonna say under 2 minutes, and guess what? It's 4-2. Schmaltz, I think Schmaltz. He's got to be Jewish, this kid, because Schmaltz, um, is a word. It's something you make with chicken fat, and you use that on stuff like instead of butter or oil. That to me what schmaltz is. So his name's funny, but Schmaltz gets the goal. He puts a little chicken fat on it. Schmaltz does. That's funny if you're Jewish. Pat LaFontaine. I'm going to say no on LaFontaine. Great player and all that, but no, not generational. Bayboy, yeah, Gallivan and Dick Irvin, best two ever. I agree. Penalty. Goals being challenged on the ice for goalie interference. Let's take a look. Marcel Dion, I guess you gotta kind of say maybe Marcel Dion, yeah. Maybe not, but yeah, that's at least you're close. Let me see. That's a goalie interference. That's goalie interference. Unbelievable. 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 That's absolute bullshit. That's absolute bullshit right there. Montreal player caused the, that's I don't know. That it's close, but I don't know. Anyway, did you really expect Montreal was going to get the call? No. So now we're on another power play for Arizona. And it's a 4-2 game. What else is new? Renault, it's questionable there. I guess I could, on second look, I could see it a little better. But I don't know, man. But I mean, what did you expect? Wasn't going to come back from Montreal. Oh yeah, look, I mean, there's nothing to get upset about at this point. Eric, I don't know. When was the last? I think we won one this year. I think I have a memory sort of one, but we don't win too often. It looks like they got Caulfield serving the penalty. My second's almost over. Gabriel, I'm not going to go that far with a conspiracy theory. Sorry. I'm not going to say either way anyway. Let's put it that way. Nothing would surprise me, though. Power play's almost over. So is the period. Both end, and it's the end of the second. It's 4-2 for Arizona. I think with the challenge, I wonder if they whoever's looking at it to say, oh, we should challenge this. Maybe they're not seeing it well. I don't know. To me, that might not have been very close. It's clear. I don't know who's the Habs player. Romanov. He did push the guy with his stick. I didn't really see that at first. I don't know if that. Anyway. Hey, Roger. No problem. You are welcome. So, second intermission is here, and this boring. It's a boring game. I don't care what. It's boring. It's almost over. I'm not sure I would have thought there'd even be this much scoring in this game. But I mean, I'm not upset with what looks like the outcome will be. But there's still a whole period to go. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna want to look at that. I'm gonna look at that goal again, babe, and see if it's legit or not. Because I know I kind of got it wrong. I got it half wrong. The one with Chicago, I thought it was a legit. It was not a legit goal at the net, but that the guy was onside, and it turns out both those calls were good, in my opinion. So I want to check here. So because when it first happened, it was like no way that's interference, or that's a good goal, and then it kind of did look like he did push him, but I don't know if he pushed him enough. But I guess they thought so. Yeah, go bark a little bit, Ray. Why not? Ray. Ray, enough. Yeah, you can huff and puff. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'm going to bark at that dog. It was legit. Montreal was gassed on the end of a PK shift. Being gassed doesn't mean it's a legit that he pushed him in. Doesn't mean it's legit, but. Luca, that's a good option, I guess. But how are the Isles are win mode? Aren't they doing shitty? I'm not sure where they're at in the standings, but from what I understand. Welcome back, David. Ray's saying Ray's a girl, by the way. It's Raven, but Ray's saying she'd be a better coach than Ducharme. That's another dog outside barking, but could be what she's saying. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? Yeah, join anytime. Anyone know the last time a team traded up for the first overall pick? Was it the Seddon draft? Probably. Doesn't happen often. It's not going to happen. No one's trading away that first overall pick. I don't see why any team would. Arizona has 3 first round and 5 second round picks right now. Kind of nice. Well, hopefully Montreal will end up with similar kind of numbers for the draft. They potentially have they got players that they could trade for first rounders. So there's a good potential there for that kind of. Oh, I can take these off. Oh God, it's long, sitting here. How long am I in the chair now? Not too bad, an hour and 40, but I've been in this chair for over 2 hours out of the last 3. It's tough on the ass. Let's see now. I'll suck right now, but their roster has almost no young prospects. All vets. You would tell Ducharme to play on the power play to solve scoring problems. How would that help? He wasn't a good enough hockey player to make it to the NHL. How would he help scoring by being on the ice? That'll be something. Become a playing coach. Not happening. So we go. Oops! I told you my microphone was going to go. So I don't know what you didn't hear. So we'll just start over. So anyway, Montreal down by 2. It's not over. There's a period to go. I don't see. I don't know. I don't see a win here for Montreal. But as I said, we're playing Arizona, so that could happen. They're shitty too. So we got time here, turn it around, but I don't really want them to. Renault, for me, Bobby Hull is not on Mount Rushmore. For you, he can be. For my hockey Mount Rushmore, Bobby Hull, no. Bobby Orr, yes. I'd be really. I wonder who would be on yours. Renault, I wonder. I'm trying to guess now. Andre Rasico would have to be on Renault's Mount Rushmore, don't you think? Andre Rasico? I think so. Who else would be on there? What great players were there other than Andre Rasico? I can't think of any shitty players. We will lose tomorrow too, probably. I mean, listen, you can't really look at a game coming up and go, "Well, they could win that game." Really? Is there a game they can really win? I don't know. Maurice Richard's fair. Maurice Richard's not on mine, but yeah, that was a tough pick, and yeah, Maurice Richard, you can't argue with. Wow, we agreed on something, or no? It's gonna rain or snow. Well, it's snowing already, so. "28 people still here. Wow. Thumbs up if you're having a good time still here. Yeah, because you should be. Bobby Clark is not generational. Kelly, yeah, but they're not really doing that this game. It's like there's points in the game where it's entertaining, but it's not consistent. So overall it's pretty boring game. You're going to come up with a lot of different names, Renault, and they're not going to be generational because they're not a lot of generational players. So, and you can't invent one. Yeah, okay, enough. If you know what, just think of this. When you look at a name and you go, "Oh, I'm gonna type that one in," I'm gonna say no, not a generational player, and it'll save you some typing. Yeah, too early in my. I mean, I never saw Morenz play. Did you? Probably was a generational player of his time, anyway. But I don't know. He was a great player. If you're talking about on the Mount Rushmore, I don't know that Harry Morenz goes on the Mount Rushmore. No, but that's me. I mean, there you got only four faces to put up there. You got to be really, you got to really tighten up on any list. Have I made a draw for that yet? Not yet. No, that'll come up soon. Like I said, it's going to be soon. What about where we're in? We're in January, eh? I tend to think probably around my birthday, which is mid-February. Definitely by then, no later than that. Eric, you saw Harry Morenz. Let's see. For you to see Howie Morenz, you would really have to be old. Like, I mean, like really old. Where I doubt the kind of old where I doubt you'd be on the internet. Old. Betty White old. Don't worry. Anyway, Kelly, I'll make an announcement of when it'll be, and it'll be during one of the games. Hey, Renault, stop it. Howie Morenz, I think Howie Morenz had his funeral in the old Forum. I think so, yeah. But you're talking about when did Morenz die? 30s or the 40s? 30s, no? Maybe earlier than that. Like maybe a lot earlier. I like Morenz, that's a long time ago. There's no way. You're 120 years old. Okay. You and Renault, are you related to Renault at all? Because it sounds like you might be. Oh boy, I need energy today. What am I going to do for some energy? I figured it's an afternoon game. I don't need to drink much of this. It's not working anyway. I don't know what to do. Hey, Ryan, that's pretty interesting. Gretzky for sure, Richard for sure, or Plant. That's the first time, but I mean that's a good pick for the Mount Rushmore. I don't think I've heard anybody say Plant yet. Can't argue with the first three on there for sure. I don't have Gretzky on there. I don't have Richard, but you can't argue with anybody who puts them there. Alexander Yakishev. Okay, so what? You ran out of like North American players, so you're going to Russia first? Start naming Russian players to me. You had a nice workout prior to the game. What at the gym? Are the gyms open where you are? Besides, Tretiak never played in the NHL. Don't see how we can call him generational here. And I wouldn't call him generational. Nope. It's just that he's run out of players to name from North America. He's gonna in another 10 minutes. We're gonna be talking about Pee Wee kids, Pee Wee players, little kids. You have a home gym. Awesome. Could I come over and work out there? I got to rehab my knees. No, you don't have to include a coach on Mount Rushmore of hockey. It's players only. Tretiak wanted to play fullback in the NFL. Never heard that one before. Sorry, David. Chris Pronger is not generational. All right, Kelly. I can go over and work out in your gym, but it depends where you live because I don't know how I get there. Yeah, I got to start working out. Rehabbing. I'm going to an orthopedic surgeon for my knees. I finally have an appointment at the end of February, so hopefully he'll send me to physio, and I will start rehabbing and losing some weight in doing so, which is Belleville, Ontario. Yeah, it's a bit too far for me, unfortunately. I'm in Dorval. I'm in the home city. But if I'm ever in Belleville, I've never been to Belleville, Ontario. Congratulations on what, David? I'm not sure what you're congratulating me on. I don't think I've done anything to be congratulated for. So, third period coming up in a 4-2 game for Arizona. The battle of the bottom. Montreal right now is winning that because they came into the game 1 point behind Arizona. And the way this game's going, we're going to end up 3 points behind. Yay, some separation. Putin had a 9-goal game. There, now you talk about a generational player. Putin's generational because you don't want to tell him that he's not. So he's generational. He's the worst generational player I ever saw. But hey, I wouldn't tell him that he's not. Nope. Mark Messier, no. He's not generational. Was he great? Yes, but I don't believe Mark Messier was generational. Great player. Maybe not as great a person, but a great player. Can't take that away. Called that win, and it took guts to call a win, and they pulled it off in that game. I don't remember which game in that finals, but yeah. Not generational. Paul Coffey, no. Kelly, yeah, give him a game or two. You can see he's a bit rusty. He's got to get his timing down and everything. But it's good to see him back on the ice. You know, I think he's missed 11 games, so it's a good chunk of games. Would have been a lot more if not for that break they had, but yeah, he's missed a lot of time. Doug Gilmour, not generational. Do I think two players like Ovechkin and Crosby can both be generational? Yes, I do. Crosby is absolutely for sure. Ovechkin, for me, maybe. I think you can make probably an argument on both sides. So I'm going to say probably because, I mean, he's probably going to get that goal scoring record. I mean, you know, Doug Gilmour's not. I love Doug Gilmour. Played here and everybody's not. Jari Kurri, not a generational player. And don't tell me by points totals. That doesn't always mean that they're generational. He was a great player. Jari Kurri, Doug Gilmour. These guys are all great players, but they're not generational. I feel like I've said that about 20 or 30 times so far this broadcast. David Desharnais. David Desharnais, for sure, man. For sure. We got a third period starting. Face off, won by Arizona. He's 4-2 still for Arizona. They're not showing the shots right now, so I don't know who's up on that. Lemonhead, yeah. David Savard's generational. Bergman said he's the closest to Weber. I mean, you know, but I know you don't mean that, but yeah. He was the closest thing he could find to replacing Weber. That's what he meant. And if that's the closest thing you can find, I mean, that's pretty far apart. First of all, Renault, it's not Don Cicerelli. He's going to make you, I'm going to score you a goal. You can't refuse. It's Dino Cicerelli, you know, like Dino on the Flintstones, which I'm quite sure you probably watch every day at noon. But it's Dino Cicerelli. And no. Louis LeBlanc, definitely. Oh, man, he's the generational player that got away from the NHL, man. If only. So it's 19-16. That's the shots on goal. Montreal's still up, but not up in the score. And that's fine by me. But I like the Don Cicerelli. That'd be cool. Don Cicerelli. The Don. Lemonhead, I'm hearing that too, but I don't know that we can confirm that at all about Kent Hughes. They'll make the announcement when, you know, everyone's going to say they hear that, this and that. It's nothing that's like, nothing you can confirm. It's not by any particularly good sources that I've read it. Now, I've been here for a few hours doing this game. Might have changed since then, But it looks like it's down to Kent Hughes or Matthew Darsh from the closest I can get from what's going on. So, like last time, it was down to, you're all going to laugh because you don't remember, but it was down to Pierre Maguire and Marc Bergevin. Marc Bergevin got the job. So looks like we're down to that last bit there. So probably in the next few days, we're going to find out. And the one name I said, they're not going to do that. They might do that. And we're going to have an English guy at the top and essentially an English guy at the GM. He is bilingual. He is from Montreal. There's no problem there. But I don't see how they sell that English name. I want to see how that works. I'm good with it. I have no problem with it. But I want to see how that works. I just want to see how they sell that. With all this talk about, he's got to be bilingual, we got to have French guys, we got to do this and that, and you're going to bring in an English name like that, and there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to like that. And like I said, though, I'm not one of those people. If he's qualified and that's the guy they want, I'm good with it. But I just think it's funny because I said, no way they're going to do that. Jacob, yes, go back and look. Pierre Maguire was the runner-up to Marc Bergevin. Lanny McDonald, no, great player, not generational. The Yak Attack was the generational talent that was too good for the Oilers, so they got McDavid and Draisaitl to fill the void of his loss. Still not fully filled, though. You're talking about Yakupov. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he was generational. Not the good kind, though. There's the bad kind, there's the good kind. Hughes' job, if he and Molson want, I mean, I don't know that we're there yet. I don't know. Unless a really top source comes out and says, puts their reputation on the line, says, yes, they're hiring Kent Hughes. Till they make the official announcement, I don't know. Yeah, Jacob, that's fine. You're allowed to think about that, Maguire, that way. I like Pierre Maguire. Laugh at me if you want. But, yeah. I mean, he's an awkward guy socially. I'll agree with that. Doesn't mean he wouldn't have been good at the job. So, And if he'd have taken that job, we wouldn't have seen Pierre Maguire be that awkward guy that everybody doesn't like on TV. It wouldn't have happened. And I think he would have done a great job. That's me personally. Not that I didn't like Bergevin. I'm not a Bergevin hater. Yeah, we could have had Gilbert Brule. That might have been the case. True. I just thought he would have done a good job. I like Pierre Maguire. That's me. Is Kent Hughes from Quebec? Yes, he's from Montreal apparently, and he's fully bilingual. It's not a problem. Timo Meier got more goals today than everyone except 3 players dressed for us today. I don't get that. Then everyone, you're talking about goals, not talking about in the game. You mean on the roster? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It sucks. Have a good one, David. Thanks for being here, buddy. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on in the game now. I've been paying too much attention to the chat. But nothing's changed, really. There's almost 5 minutes gone in the third, so 15 minutes left in the game, essentially. Hey, George, you can everyone's opinion. They're allowed to it. I get why people think that. And like I said, if he did do all the TV stuff that he's done because he didn't get the job, then I think that we would have a different opinion of Maguire, or we wouldn't have seen all that stuff. But he's definitely awkward socially. I mean, I see it. It's not like I don't see that awkwardness. Montreal penalty to Kulak, I think he threw the puck over the glass. Yep. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. That's Luca. That shows you how bad our year's gone. Luke, I think you're absolutely right. If he has 5 today, then there's only 3 guys with 7. Anything over 5. So, yeah, it's crazy, right? How bad our season's been offensively. That's what you get when you're scoring under 2.1 goals per game. Yeah, that's secondhand. So I don't know, Jacob, if it's true or it's not true, whatever. I can't speak for that. I admit he's kind of socially awkward. Luca, yeah. Everybody contributing. Yeah, they don't do that though. Problem in Montreal is the coaching system and not the players. I'm not so. I probably agree with you there. And injuries and COVID and all that contributed, but I probably there's something we probably agree on. Hago, that would be interesting to see how Montreal, this team right now, would do against, like a really good beer league team. I wonder how it would go. They'd cream the beer league team. I'm sorry, as much as you might not think so, but they would. Bergevin wanted Pasternak, who was drafted right before. Yeah, they were going to take Pasternak, but he got drafted just before they took Sherback. Yeah, if we had Pasternak here, it might have been different. You're right. But then again, they might not have developed him. Who knows? George Kessel's old now, eh? Come on. He's getting old. Too many hot dogs. Oh, Jacob said it there. Too many hot dogs for Phil. Renault, I don't know about if I'd say that, but Kessel been okay. But when he went to Arizona, I said he's not going to do well there, and he hasn't really. Offensively, I don't see what he could do there, and he hasn't done much. I mean, Kessel's Kessel. Kessel performs when he's on a good team. He can't drive. He doesn't drive the play. He's a great support guy, I guess, on a good team, but he's not your guy to drive the play. Kessel's generational. Kessel, he's a generational hot dog eater. Yeah, Sherback to me is I don't like the guy. I've heard him talk about. I don't like him. He strikes me as a guy I wouldn't like. Well, who's Kessel's sister that she's generational? Maybe I don't know who she is. That's funny. Kessel, of course not, but his sister is. I like that. Habs would be in tough against Winnipeg Ice, Kingston Frontenacs, and Edmonton Oil Kings. 3 of the top CHL teams this year. Yeah, I kind of believe that. Yeah, that's how things have gotten. But I mean, I don't know if we had a healthy team all season. I don't know if it would be different or not. I dare say we'd be a little bit better, but I don't know how much or not. So we're almost at the halfway point of this period. Amanda Kessel plays for the USWNT. So yeah, maybe she is generational for women's. It, is that hockey? U.S. women's national team. I guess hockey. Maybe she is. I don't know enough about her, so I don't know. I have fun on Kessel and all that, but I mean Kessel's had a pretty damn good career. So you know. Well, then Luca, that pretty much answers that. His sister seems to be that she probably is generational for the women's game for sure. That's cool. It's too bad, in the women's game that we could, who would know that? Not everybody would know something like that. It's too bad they don't get their recognition. The women's game's not bad now. When I was young, okay, it was not, but they've gotten really good, and good enough to enjoy watching. King Julian, yeah, I would expect Kessel's going to get moved at the deadline from there. Yes, I don't know how many years he's got left on his contract. I don't think he's got much. Adam Cormier, what do you mean Shane Wright or Bedard? Two different it'll be 2 different years that they're. I want them both. Yes, the ESPN feed, Jacob. Me too. That's what I've got, and it's not bothering me. It doesn't bother me, but I'm not judging on them. If you're asking between which, since they're in 2 different years, I want them both. But if you have to say, well, you can have one, not the other, I'll take Bedard. Ryan Girard, Wickenheiser, definitely Haley. She has to be right up there in the women's game all time. I would think good goal scorer for the women's game. So we got 11 and a half minutes to go in the third period. Still a 4-2 Arizona game. And shots on goal when they show them to me. 20-19 now, favor Montreal. King Julian, I hope that's not a pipe dream, but man, that would be awesome. Fingers crossed. The possibility is out there. Let's just put it that way. Possibility is out there. Will they do it? It's probably not going to happen, but Wickenheiser generational. She plays men's hockey overseas. A stud. I would think so. Hey, Wickenheiser, she has to be. And our last number one overall pick, right? Doug Wickenheiser's sister. Because Dougie was our last first overall pick in 1980. The wrong pick. And it's not a knock necessarily on Wickenheiser, but the pick should have been Denny Savard, without a doubt. But they went with Wickenheiser for the size and had a great junior career. Yeah, just he didn't. He was he was an okay third line kind of guy, but not worth a first overall pick. Eric, but there might not be. Let's put it this way: Shane Wright might be a second line center, and but that's his floor. His ceiling is much higher than that, so we don't know exactly. But for me, that's fine. He's got a good game. He's got a great game. I'd be happy to have Shane Wright without a doubt. From what I'm hearing from people like Luca, who's seen him play, and Luca knows his hockey. Yeah. Uh, where are we at here? Under 10 minutes, 9.5 minutes to go. Luca is a med student. Luca is going to be the channel's doctor when he graduates. That's what he's going to be. Eric, you talking about Wright? Wright's pretty big. I don't think Bedard's overly big, but he's still young. But he's definitely. I think Bedard's heading towards generational. Everything he's doing at his age right now leans you to think that this kid, if he keeps that up, he's going to be a generational player. Yeah, Luca, he's got that 200-foot game, a lot like Suzuki, but a better Suzuki because that's his floor. His floor. Anyway, we'll see. They got to get that pick. We haven't gotten it yet. We're on the way, hopefully, but nothing guaranteed. Just because Luca's a med student doesn't mean he doesn't know his hockey. No, Luca knows his hockey. He's been on here as a guest a bunch of times. Luca knows his hockey. There's no doubt about it. I wonder if there's going to be any more scoring in this game. Doesn't look like it. I haven't been listening close, but it seems kind of boring still. Jacob, you work at a gas station doesn't make you any less than anybody else. Bedard, 5'9", 185 at 16 years old. He's a stocky kid for his height and age. Yeah, I mean, he's 5'9" now. Probably won't be a 6-footer, but he could be 5'10", 5'11". He's 16. He can still grow a little bit. Julian says Suzuki plays similar to Krejci, and Wright is said to be Bergeron 2.0. We're becoming Boston. Well, but Suzuki was said to be Bergeron 2.0. So, it's hard to say at this point. George, I haven't seen anything that's caught my eye, but Andrew, absolutely. That's what we're kind of all hoping, right? We get the first pick both years. Jacob is generational in the fossil fuel industry. In the gas station industry, Jacob is generational. He's a professional and a well-respected professional petroleum transfer technician. When you want your petroleum transferred, you go see Jacob. Is that like anything like, you say something, you got to go get your oil changed. You know what that means, right? Is that anything like that? All right, so back to the game. We got 8:50 left in this third period, and probably the game. Shots are still 2019, as I said earlier, and it's still 4-2, so this game's not really going anywhere. You see, Jacob, you were saying you were just a gas station, working a gas station. You see, already it's looking better. Will Caulfield ever score again this year? I'm wondering. Montreal at their 2-goal limit. Your mop times 60 is off the charts, says Ryan. Technically called an interior systems mechanic, drywaller. Really? That's for a drywaller, interior systems mechanic. Everybody's got a fancy title these days. George, yeah, something like that. Now 2, because now they got 21, so 2 shots. Eric, I kind of agree with that. I think when everybody's back, you might see Caulfield go down. King Julian seems like, does Ducharme have a system? I'm not sure that he does, though. 19 years of building walls. In Maritime, you got to start knocking some of those walls down, man. You got to open up and knock down the walls. Well, X3J, yeah, it's good. I like the potential this kid Pidlick has. I saw a brief part of an interview with him. I like his attitude. My cat's breaking into the room. I like his attitude. He's got a great attitude, and yeah, I like to see him stick around a bit. Oh, Eric, I'm a professional chair sitter. Andrew Bedard's going to be good. He's going to be generational. I think. I don't see him being a bust. 4 months of pumping and mopping. That's your name. Your sex tape. I'm an undrafted finance student, a professional one too. They don't want to win this game. After all, it's a 4-pointer. Yeah, George, don't put that on the players. Players want to win this game. Luca, yeah, I second that. Yeah, he'd be much better off on top line in Laval. Lots of minutes, getting his confidence back. Pitlick seems to have good vision on the ice, especially if Drouin can keep feeding him. Yeah, I mean he scored a little. 20 games, he had 11 points coming in here. Yeah, Habs Guru, thank you so much. Some Habs Guru hype in the room, some Dono hype in the room. Habs Guru says, Habs set the bar low. For what now? For the we're talking about the tank. Yeah, I mean their bar is low for everything right now. But thanks, I appreciate the Dono. Timo Meyer has 5 goals. Yeah, we're just saying that he's got more goals than everybody but 3 players on the Habs right now, and he just did that in one game. King Julian, I gotta think that right. Pitlick should I'd like to see them keep him around in a rebuild. Yeah. People thought Hughes would be generational. We're talking about Quinn Hughes or Jack Hughes. He's got time. He's really young. Both of them are really young. I mean, maybe, but I mean, usually you see it pretty quick. Hey, filibuster. Hey, thanks for stopping in, though. Appreciate that. Bay-Bye, that's why they call it a team. Everybody working, doing their job, playing their role, and that's how you get a successful team. When did Monty slip in? Is Monty there? Oh, I guess started the third period. I don't know. Maybe something happened to Primo. Yeah, I didn't notice that Monty was in there because I don't have my headphones on now. Yeah, Phil. Listen, we'll see we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to start happening the next month or so. Yeah, sometime I would think by the beginning of March. Depends if they change the deadline. They might change the deadline because of the not going to the Olympics. But it's 21st of March, so we'll see what happens. Pat Kaner, never heard of Pat Kaner. Are you talking about Patrick Kane? No. Drew Doughty, no. Kucherov, no. Hedman, no. Yeah, Primo didn't come back for the third, but I wonder why. There are like 10 teams in sell-off. I don't think the returns will be off the charts. Yeah, well, depends. We'll see what they able to pull off. That's why you can't do a rebuild all in one year. You can't. So they're not going to be able to move everybody. Hey, Bob, how's it going? Late though. Game's almost over here. We got 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Essentially, someone's on the power play. Arizona power play almost over. I didn't realize, and the shots are 21-20. So like non-existent shooting. Yeah, George Kane's just a really good player too. He's a great player, but he's not generational. Either way, we're still going to find out. I will see what the GM can do when we get a GM. Lindstrom was generational. I don't know about that. Great player, yes. I don't know. It's a big tag to lay on somebody. Under 5 minutes to go. 4-2, Arizona over Montreal. A really low shot total for the game, 22-20 right now. Favor of Montreal. And a bit of a boring game. Jacob, that's generate. Yeah, this live stream is generational, man. I mean, generational is not a tag that's going to encompass a lot of people. It's just not. So you can guess a lot of names, and then it's not, going to be there. There's not a lot of names you can put in that. Now, in the great list and elite and all that, that's different. Yeah, you see, Luca's got it right. Luca's got it right. Some people add Matthews, and there's another. I can't remember who I've seen the other one, but I don't agree with that, Matthews. I agree with that list Luca's got. Three and a half minutes to go. George, let me see now on that list if I disagree. Yeah, I think you can add. You don't have Howe there. Gordie Howe, I think, has to be there. Hey, David, welcome back again. I think you got to put Gordie Howe there. $244. I'm at $241 right now. Dom itching to pull the goalie. Got to get the puck out of the zone. They haven't been doing that a lot, but here goes. So maybe the goalie will come out now. Get in there, control the puck. Maybe then pull the goalie. Nope. They did not do that job of it. And empty net. And he did pull the goalie. And yeah, maybe not. Maybe shouldn't have. Under 2 now to go. Yeah, I don't think Lidstrom's generational. Was he great? Yes. Here it is. 5-2. Empty netter. Break on a big breakaway there. Keller, 5-2. Game definitely over. A minute 42 to go. This game is over. Without a doubt, it is over. Ryan, I think no. You know what? I think you got to put maybe Doug Harvey would be generational because he really changed the game for defensemen back then. There's others, but we didn't see them play. I think we're all looking at guys that we have seen play. Matthews is franchise, yeah, okay. That's it though, not better. But Matthews is so soft. I think that takes away from where he places. Oh, we are the only team that I don't think we want John Klingberg. Why would they want to go after Klingberg right now? No. I doubt we're in the running at all. for Klingberg. Renault, yeah, I think you're right. Keller would have cost a lot more. I don't think they were looking to trade Keller. So there's that too. Under a minute to go. In a 5-2 game for Arizona. Montreal will stay in last overall, 3 points behind Arizona. So that's, some separation happening there. To be generational, does he have to have helped team win a cup? Maybe not do that yet. I mean, I don't know if you have to win a cup, but can help. But no, I don't think so. Yeah, I got under 30 to go now. Anyways, it's over. Game's over. What's going to happen? Just letting the clock run out, but I mean, it's over. Jacob, your dinner tonight's generational. Awesome. I was having just normal stuff. Was Dryden a generational goalie or great behind a stacked team? Yeah, great behind a stacked team. That's what I think. I love Dryden. Well, he wasn't generational. Game over. Not yet for me. 10 seconds left. But I mean, game's been over for a while. Now it is officially, so now I'll feel much more comfortable to close it when the game is actually over. So 5-2 loss for Montreal here. Anybody worried that Montreal might pull this off? Well, they didn't. So there's that. I'm glad. I was kind of worried they might win here. So weird to say that about the team, but yeah. So there's Dallas tomorrow. It's an 8:30 p.m. start, so very different than this one. Probably going to lose to Dallas too, but at some point they're going to face a team that's going to lose and they're going to win a game. So it'll happen. We won the Tank Bowl, so we won something. We won a bowl. Dryden wasn't average. That's ridiculous. Dryden was not average. What's not good, Andrew? What's not good? That we won or lost? I mean, we lost. That's not good that we lost. I don't have a problem with it. Hey, Bob, no worries. Don't worry about it. Have a great night, too. And there's lots of night left. It's the only good thing about an early game. There's a lot of night left. Drew, I had 2 assists. That's good. No, but that's good because if we're looking to move him, it's good that he's getting points. Anyways, listen. They're still on the path for a good draft pick and maybe finish in last overall and get, maybe win the lottery or at very least get top 3 pick, which I'd be happy with a top 3 pick. That's not a problem for me. Drew went to the Avs for Girard. I mean, that could be a possibility. I wouldn't mind picking up Girard. He's young still, Girard. He's young. He could fit in a rebuild, so I could see that. Players aren't allowed to have fun with the Habs fans this year. What do you mean? But there's no fans at the games, so we got our 2 goals, Eric. That's all they seem to be allowed. It's time Didi starts to sit underachieving vets and play youngins that are willing to work and show emotion. He's supposed to be doing that, they said. Now he's not. I agree with you, though. Renault, not kind of weird. I mean, he just came from the Coyotes. They traded, right? So they figured there's magic there for today. He'll find a genie in a bottle, or however they call it, lightning in a bottle. Didn't happen. A bit disappointed to see that Dvorak didn't have a game where you go, oh, wow, Dvorak had a good game. He's in a real funk. Yeah, Andrew, I know. I think Drouin to Colorado could be a possibility. Depending on the price, you probably have to hold a little bit of Drouin's money. Because I know the Avalanche are pretty close to the cap. They got cap issues, like most teams. Sam Molinius, if the players say they don't mind losing, you got to ship them out. You don't want players like that. Forwards ice time. I don't know the numbers say that they were or not, Renault, but even in that, if guys are playing bad and you want to win a game, you got to sit them a little bit and play the guys that are playing better for a bit, a little more, whatever. Manage ice time. Happy Susie was not used for PK. Finally, it's a waste of his energy. Yeah. Good for his game to be well-rounded. But if you're looking to distribute more ice time, then yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to play on the PK. See you next one, Bye-bye. Have a good one. Gerard is probably worth more than Drew. Maybe. I don't know. George, I think it's really iffy, but I kind of lean on like that it was a good goal. But anyways, it is what it is. It was a bad goal, I mean. Ryan, yeah, I think Dvorak will stay through a rebuild, and I think we'll see the player that we were expecting come out in the next year or two. Andrew, it could work. I don't know. I think Gerard might be the better player. I think you have to hold a little money on Drouin. Sam, I don't think Gerard's really on the block. But if they want somebody in particular, maybe they'll move him. French media right away turns it back on anybody, so whatever. The media don't necessarily influence me on what I think of a player. So, and I think on that note, I'm going to take off. I want to thank Habs Guru for the donation. That I always appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to be back tomorrow for the game. 7 o'clock for the pregame and 8:30 for the game. It's in Dallas. And we're back to got a game tomorrow, got a game Thursday, got a game Saturday. So it's back to a bit of a schedule. And so that's it. Andrew, I'm 5th. I drafted, I think, 5th, and I'm in 5th in the fantasy league. All right, so I'm going to take off here. Thanks, everybody. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here tonight, though, and stay safe till tomorrow's game. And peace out, y'all. See you soon. Have a good night. Bye, everybody. Appreciate that you were here. And go Habs, go. Tank's still on.